All right, so I am using a brand new mat today, so that's really exciting for me because I haven't had a new yoga mat in like 10 years. So this one's from Matify, and I will link it in the description of the video after we're done, so that if you guys are interested, you can check them out. So we are doing a balance practice today, but we're going to start just by warming up the body, because that's what we should always do, especially since it's so early in the morning, at least where I am. And this is the first movement I'm going to be getting in, so I don't want to be going in cold. So starting in a comfortable seated position, however you want to place your legs. Let's start with just some neck warm-ups, looking over to the side, over your shoulder, and the other side. One more time on each side, going over, and back. Drop that chin to chest. Let's draw half circles from shoulder to shoulder. Good, looking forward. Let's rotate those shoulders back. Oh, mine are making lots of sounds this morning. Hey. Annie just woke up. She's not impressed with me right now. Let's do some small side bends. Keeping that chest open, we try to gaze up. You can come all the way down if you want to, but I'd rather just keep it nice and light. When it's the first stretches of the day, over to the other side. Okay, let's clasp those hands behind our back. Lift the chest. Gazing up, small back bend. Good. Let's take those hands, bring them up overhead. Clasping the fingers once again, turn those palms to face up and press. Good. Lower it down. Let's make our way to a tabletop position. Line yourself up. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread those fingers wide, fingertips pressing down, toes are pointing straight back. Good. Exhale, round out the back, bowing the head to cat pose. Inhale, dip the belly to cow pose. Now we're going to continue flowing through cat-cow and finding your own movement here. If you want to move a little bit from side to side, if you want to rock the body front to back, if you want to hold one pose longer than the other. We're just warming up the spine, warming up the body. So do whatever feels good here. Good. All right, so let's bring our back to a tabletop position. So we're tightening up the core, flat back. And from here, we're going to extend our right arm and our left leg. And this is our first balance. So we're activating the core here. We're squeezing the glute, tightening everything up. Try not to dip in the back. Good. Turn that palm to face down. We're going to lower and lift the hand and the foot 5 times. So tap down and up, down and up. Try not to move the core. 2 more times. Good. Now we're going to go elbow to knee 5 times. So on the exhale, we bring elbow to knee, round out the back. Inhale, extend. 4 more times. 3, 2, and 1. Good, extend. Tighten up that core. Let's take that extended arm and we're gonna bring it back alongside the body. So just holding it back here. Still squeezing through the glutes. Lifting that navel, tucking it in and up. Good, now keep the leg where it is. Drop just the hand. Shift your weight to the right side. And then we're going to take that opposite arm and we're going to lift it up alongside the body. So we're going same hand, same leg. So left arm, left leg are both lifted here. We're squeezing real tight through that right side to try to hold this balance. Good, and lower it down. Excellent. So let's go over to the opposite side. So this time we're going to extend our right leg and our left arm. So holding here, I'm just going to back up a little bit so I have more space. Holding here. So once again, let's squeeze through that leg. Squeeze through the glute, squeeze through the core. Start tightening everything up here. Turn that palm to face down. We're going to lower and lift 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. On the exhale, elbow to knee for 5. Inhale out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take that arm, bring it alongside the body without touching the body. Lower the hand down, shift your weight to the left. Take that right arm up alongside the body. Again, without touching the body, we're just floating it beside us as we engage the left side of the body to hold this balance. And lower it down. Good, let's curl those toes under. Make your way to downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels here to warm up the back of the legs. Pressing through the hands, pressing the front of the mat away from us. Pressing our chest towards our thighs. Good. So from here, we're just gonna give our ankles and our feet a little bit of a warm up. So we're gonna come up onto our tiptoes and down. Up onto our tiptoes and lower the heels. Again, if your heels don't touch all the way down, that's okay. Just come up as high as you can onto your tiptoes and lower. Up, lower, keep it moving. Just giving those ankles and those feet some love. The last thing you want is a cramp in the foot while you're trying to hold a balanced posture. Good. Now, gazing towards our hands, let's walk to a forward fold, bending your knees as much as you want to when you get here, depending on how warmed up you feel. We're just gonna hang out in our forward fold just for a little bit. Try to release any tension in the lower back. If that's impossible, press up just a little bit so that you're flattening out the back. If you have blocks or if there's a table or a desk ahead of you, you can even kind of hang out here if that allows you to keep your back flat and warm up the back of the legs even more here. Otherwise, just hang out in your forward fold, however feels good to you this morning. Let's go to a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. With a bend in the knees to help us come up. Upward salute. Hands to heart. Good. So we're going to start. And we're going to do this more in stages and then kind of connect some stuff at the end rather than go through a whole flow. So we're going to go from side to side, from one posture to the other. So starting on your right side, open up that hip, and we're going to start with a tree pose. So your three positions, we can start with our toes down on the mat. The sole of the foot connects to the inner edge of your opposite leg. You can go below the knee, or you can pull it up above the knee, depending on where you're comfortable. Now, once we're here, we want to find that midline of the body. So we're squeezing everything in to center. So this foot is pressing into the leg is pressing back into the foot, and we engage. Tucking that tailbone down and that navel in and up. Let's find an upward lifting energy through the front of the body. So navel in and up, lifting the chest, proud chest. Open up here. Let's bring our hands to our sternum. Our thumbs connecting, that helps remind us to keep our chest lifted. Good, and a strong gaze. And as we come up, let's find that downward flowing energy along the back of the body. So we want to bring our shoulders down and back, helping us keep our heart open, tucking the tailbone down and grounding down through that heel. Good, so here we're squeezing to that midline. And we're finding a focal point that's not moving, and we're just going to look at it and deepen our breath. And there are lots of things you can do with your arms in tree pose. You can bring them overhead, you can sway them around, you can bring them down like here, if that's more comfortable for you. Everything depends on where your comfort level lies, and that's always your option. Okay, let's release this with as much control as we can. And then we're going to go over to the opposite side. So find your position, whatever you're more comfortable with. Maybe it's a little bit different on this side. Want to open up that hip. Find that midline, squeeze everything to center. Lift through the front of the body, ground through the back of the body. Find that focal point and deepen your breath. Once again, with as much control as we can, we're going to lower that foot down. Good. So now we're going to go into a twist. So bringing that right leg up once again. We're going to single leg mountain pose, knee to chest. We're going to take our opposite hand and we're just going to twist to the side. And for me, twisting and balancing is like together the hardest thing ever. This is what makes me fall over every single time. So I'm trying really, really, really hard right now. Like everything is squeezing so tight. And a lot of the times I'm moving like as slowly as I possibly can just to prevent from falling. Come back to center. Ooh, there I go. And lower down. And I had no control there. So bring up the opposite side. single leg mountain, knee to chest. Opposite hand to knee, we're gonna twist to that side. And I'm gonna go real slow. Because I don't know about you guys, but it gets me every time. Twisting and balancing, it's not my thing. And release. Ooh, that one was better. Lower with control. Back over to the right side. Let's lift that leg. We're gonna go peace fingers to big toe, or you can grab the foot, but I prefer peace fingers to big toe. We're gonna send it forward. This hand can just stay next to the body. We can bring it to a half Anjali Mudra. And if your leg is bent, that's okay. As long as you're feeling a bit of a stretch here, as long as you're challenging your balance, it's all good. And if you need to hold on or have something next to you just to kind of tap like this, that's okay too, always. Good, so let's bring that opposite arm out to the side to counterbalance as we go to a side extension with the leg. Bend the knee and lower it down. To the other side, pick up that knee, peace fingers to big toe. We're gonna extend forward. Arm out to the side to counterbalance, and we open up. Good, bend the knee and lower it down. Let's check out those heels, that's a lot of work. A little rotation in the ankles, maybe pedal them out just a little bit. Good, so to stretch the feet now, just to kind of break things up, we're gonna go into a toe balance. So as we're coming down, we're gonna go into like a little squatted position or a little accroupi, I say. I don't know how to say that in English. We're gonna lift our heels as we come up onto our toes, bending the knees. Good, and if you need to bring your fingertips down to kind of help you here, just try to stay lifted through the chest and try to keep that back flat as much as possible. Otherwise, we're on our toes. And if we can find our balance, we bring our hands to heart here in our toe balance. Crouched, that's how you say it. Am I right? Accroupi is crouched? I think so. I don't know. But that's okay. What? Yes, it is. I was just told that yes, it was. Good. So from here, let's see if we can press up still on our toes. All the way to that standing position and lower down. Woo, shake that out. Let's go to a standing pigeon. So once again, starting on that right side, we're gonna cross the foot over the knee, just above, and we're gonna bend like we're coming to a chair pose. So you can keep your hands on your knee and your foot or on your leg here if you like. Keep that chest lifted once again. And otherwise, we bring our hands to heart. Good, good, good. And coming up to standing, we're gonna go over to the other side. So we cross that foot above the knee, open up the hip, lower down like a chair pose. You can keep holding or hands to heart. and coming back up. Good. Shake that up. Woo. Woo. All right, so going into dancer pose, we're just going to start slowly. We're going to take that right leg up behind us and just kind of hold on to it. So you can hold on to your foot from the outer edge or the inner edge, whatever makes you feel most stable. And we want to start standing up tall. Really find connection to your mat through that grounded foot. Lengthen up, so we don't want to lock the knee back through that grounded leg. And me, you can actually see my knee lock. Keep just a slight bend there so that you have a little bit more control. Bring the opposite arm up, and this is our dancer prep. I'm already losing my balance. And we're going to start to hinge. And as we hinge, you're going to take that back foot and you're going to draw it back, which is pulling this arm and opening up through this side chest. I'm going to grip the inner edge of my foot here. So we're up here to counterbalance. Keep hinging, keep pulling and lifting. If you need to lower this arm, do whatever you need to do to kind of keep your balance. If you have like a table or something ahead of you, maybe that can help you here. If you need to tap it or just hold on to it. Good, coming back up. Woo. With as much control as we can. Which is hilarious in the morning, right? Other side, grab onto the foot. Quad stretch. Opposite arm up becomes dancer prep. I'm going to back up a little bit so that I am not so tempted to hold on to that window ledge. Arm up, we start to hinge. Only coming as low as you can without falling over. We always want to be in control of these movements. Let's release and shake it out. Good. So let's put some of that into a little bit of a flow. So just a few of those movements. Okay? Starting on our right side, we're going into tree pose. So we've done it. Position yourself. Find your midline. Lift through the front of the body. Ground through the back of the body. And hold. Peace fingers to big toe. Let's extend that leg forward. Out to the side. To standing pigeon. And if we can, to dancer prep. Or all the way to dancer. Single leg mountain, lift the knee. Opposite hand, we twist. Oh my goodness. As we untwist, we lower with control, hands to heart. Take a deep breath. Going over to the other side now, we're in tree pose. Find your position. Connect to that grounded foot. Deepen your breath. Peace index fingers to big toe. We extend forward. Out to the side. To standing pigeon. To dancer prep. Or dancer. To single leg mountain, raise the knee. Opposite hand, we twist. And release with control. Hands to heart. Take a deep breath. Good, here we're just gonna work the heels just to finish up. Kind of pedal them out. Really stretch the toes, stretch the arches. And this is really good to do at the start of your day anyway, just to kind of wake them up. So when we think of stretching the body, we never really go into the feet and the ankles, unless that's a habit you've already built. You can pedal them out a little bit more. As you come up, maybe you want to rotate, do that shy girl thing, you know. Other side. And then just shake everything out. Good. Let's stretch up. Nice morning stretch. And release everything. Thanks for showing up.